Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker's feud has been building up for some time. For years there have been rumors that Sex and the City co-stars Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall flat out don't like each other. Of course, any time the women were asked about it before, they vehemently denied any bad blood, but where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And after plans for a third Sex and the City movie fell through, it became all but impossible to believe there wasn't bad blood between the two. From nasty comments to low-key shade, here's a timeline of Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall's feud. It's amazing they managed to have so much chemistry as Carrie and Samantha. Filming for the SATC movie was supposed to start shortly after the final episode aired on HBO. However, shooting was reportedly delayed due to salary negotiations, namely Kim's. Apparently, Kim wanted a big pay increase after SJP got an executive producer credit in the second season, and harbored resentment ever since. I felt after 6 years it was time for all of us to participate in the financial windfall of Sex and the City, she said in an interview, revealing that she wanted to be paid $1 million per episode instead of the $350,000 she was making. When they didn't seem keen on that, I thought it was time to move on. Photo credit, HBO. At the Emmys, where both Sarah Jessica and Cynthia Nixon won awards, Kim sat far away from her co-stars. At an after-party, SJP, Cynthia, and Kristen Davis were all seen hanging out together, while Kim did her own thing. When she was later asked why they were separated, Kim said, "Are we the best of friends? No. We are professional actresses. We have our own separate lives." Shots fired. During an interview, SJP was asked about the feud and the salary disputes. "Honestly, we are all friends and I wish I saw more of Kim. She mentioned money and no one should vilify her for it," the 52-year-old said. "People made a decision that we had vilified her. No one bothered to say, to the rest of us, are you disappointed by not making the movie? Yes. Do you respect and support her choice to not do it? Absolutely." Both Kim and Sarah Jessica attempted to dispel rumors of a falling out. Kim, along with Cynthia Nixon, attended the premiere of SJP's movie Did You Hear About the Morgans? To show her support. Meanwhile, that same month, Sarah Jessica said of Kim in an interview with Elle, "I don't think anybody wants to believe that I love Kim. I adore her. I wouldn't have done the movie without her. Didn't and wouldn't." Photo credit, Getty Images. In a lengthy interview with the Daily Mail, Kim disputed rumors again, saying, "I think Sarah was right, people don't want to believe that we get on. They have too much invested in the idea of two strong, successful women fighting with each other. It makes for juicy gossip and copy. The truth of us being friends and getting along and happily doing our jobs together is nowhere near as newsworthy. I think Sarah is fantastic. She and I are sick of this. It's exhausting talking about it, and a real bore." Next. Accompanying a SATC cover shoot for Marie Claire, the four ladies gave an in-depth interview. During it, Sarah Jessica alluded that, at times, the women didn't all get along. "When you're on set, you're working 90-hour weeks, you're never home, you're exhausted," she confessed. "There are times when all of us have been sensitive and sometimes feelings get hurt. But I don't have any regrets about how I've treated people." SJP threw fans for a loop when she posted a sweet birthday message to Kim on Instagram. She wrote, "Happy birthday you beauty at Kim Cattrall. Sending love and the very best for a perfectly marvelous, joyous, healthy, and adventure-filled birthday year. Your all pal, fellow mischief maker and sister, SJ30. Happy birthday you beauty at Kim Cattrall. Sending love and the very best for a perfectly marvelous, joyous, healthy and adventure-filled birthday year. Your all pal, fellow mischief maker and sister, SJ30." A post shared by SJP, at Sarah Jessica Parker, on August 21, 2016 at 7:37 a.m. PDT. In an interview with Howard Stern, Sarah Jessica admitted life on set wasn't always smooth sailing. Was every day perfect? Were people always desperately, hopefully in love with each other? No, but this is a family of people who needed each other, relied upon each other and loved each other. This sort of narrative, this ongoing catfight, it really upset me for a very long time, she said. Plans for a third Sex and the City film were squashed, and SJP made no attempt to hide her frustration. During an interview with Extra, she said, "It's over. We're not doing it. I'm disappointed. We had this beautiful, funny, heartbreaking, joyful, very relatable script and story. It's not just disappointing that we don't get to tell the story and have that experience, but more so for that audience that has been so vocal in wanting another movie." Shortly after news broke, the Daily Mail reported that the cancellation was due to Kim's salary demands. But she took to Twitter to clear the air, saying, "Woke 2 at Mail Online, poop emoji, storm. The only demand I ever made was that I didn't want to do a third film. And that was back in 2016. Woke 2 at Mail Online storm. The only demand I ever made was that I didn't want to do a third film ... and that was back in 2016." After news of the film being cancelled broke, Kim did an interview with Piers Morgan, and she didn't mince words when it came to dishing on her co-stars. After calling her relationship with the women toxic, she said, "They all have children and I am 10 years older, and since specifically the series ended I have been spending most of my time outside of New York, so I don't see them. The common ground that we had was the series, and the series is over." She also added, "This is really where I take to task the people from Sex and the City, and specifically Sarah Jessica Parker, in that I think she could have been nicer. I really think she could have been nicer." Fighting words? We think so. Have a fabulous 4th. A post shared by Kim Cattrall, at Kim Cattrall, on July 4, 2017 at 7:22 a.m. PDT. On Sunday, February 4, Kim sadly announced that her brother Chris Cattrall had been found dead after he was missing for less than a week. Of course, Kim's SATC co-stars left comments with their condolences on her Instagram post, including Sarah. But Kim made it very clear that she does not want anything to do with Sarah, and even accused the actress of exploiting her brother's death in order to improve her reputation. "Let me make this very clear. If I haven't already, you are not my family. You are not my friend. So I'm writing to tell you one last time to stop exploiting our tragedy in order to restore your nice girl persona," Kim wrote. Sarah Jessica Parker's demands of her staff prove she's definitely type A Smith. Is that you? See what Sex and the City actor Jason Lewis looks like now. What happened to Michelle Williams after Destiny's Child broke up?